Good day, dear students. Today we have an integrated session. It's integration between the biology and the computer science. Your learning objectives for the biology will be classifying the components of blood and describe their function. And for the computer science, to create electronic document, which is the web page displayed on the World Wide Web. So you are going to learn about the blood components and make a website today. I want to remind you of our essential questions. Our essential question is related to transportation. How can transportation in Egypt be more efficient? We're studying the blood components. We're going to link them to different transportations, and then we're going to talk about websites. Okay. I will start with a video. It's a song about the different blood components. I need you to write what are the different blood components. We have different blood components. I need you to write their names, and I need you to write the function of each. Okay, are you ready? Do you have something to write in?
Yes.
Okay, so let's watch it together. Please let me know if you cannot hear the sound.
Do you know what a vampire is after when it bites? It only wants some of your cells, called erythrocytes. Well, a red blood cell is a tiny disc with a dent at the center and hemoglobin near the surface, so oxygen can easily leave or enter. The function of these red blood cells, or corpuscles, is to carry the oxygen to your tissues and muscles. Well, a red blood cell is a tiny disc with a dent at the center and hemoglobin near the surface, so oxygen can easily leave or enter. Most of blood is plasma, and if you want to know what that is, it's just stuff dissolved in H2O. There are other cells in blood known as leukocytes. They help fight infection and are big and white. Well, a red blood cell is a tiny disc with a dent at the center and hemoglobin near the surface, so oxygen can easily leave or enter. If you're cut, you can get all the plasma you need, but without some platelets, you're just going to bleed. Well, a red blood cell is a tiny disc with a dent at the center and hemoglobin near the surface, so oxygen can easily leave or enter. La 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 la.
Okay, so let's go back to our lesson. Now there were 4 components mentioned in this video and the function of each. Who can tell me what are the components that were mentioned? Yes, Ms. Shema?
Red blood cells.
Yes, the red blood cells. Do you remember what is the function?
Carry oxygen to tissues and cells.
Carry oxygen to cells and tissues and muscles. Thank you.
Okay.
Anything else?
Plasma.
Plasma, yes.
Platelets.
Platelets.
And leukocytes.
Okay, yes, and leukocytes. Okay, so these are the different components, but we're going to study the names of each the function, and some adaptation. Okay.
Okay.
Now, the blood is made out of different components. We're going to talk about the plasma, the platelets, the white blood cells. When he was talking about the leukocytes, they are white and big. So we call them white blood cells and the red blood cells. Okay. The plasma is a liquid. This plasma is made out of liquid. It's yellow color, and it carries different substances that are dissolved in it. The food, the nutrients that we get from the food is dissolved in the plasma. The carbon dioxide is dissolved in the plasma. Okay, and then the rest are cells. The first type of cell is the red blood cell. The red blood cell looks like a donut. Okay, it's a disc with a dent from in the middle. And there was a name mentioned that carries the oxygen. This is called hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is what makes the red blood cell red. It has a red color. This is why the red blood cells have red color, because of the hemoglobin. The hemoglobin is the part that can carry the oxygen. There is another information you need to know about the red blood cell, that they don't contain nucleus. You know that all cells contain nucleus, but the red blood cell, its adaptation, that it loses its nucleus, so it would have more area, more surface area, and in order to carry more oxygen. Does anyone have any question about the red blood cells?
No, thank you.
Okay, good. The second type would be the white blood cells. The white blood cells are white and big. And the main difference between the white blood cells and red blood cells is that they contain nucleus. It is not just a nucleus. It's a large nucleus that is made into loops. So it is not one big nucleus, it's nucleus that is made into loops. As you can see here, if you look there, you will find the nucleus is separated into 3 loops. The white blood cells, their function is to fight infection, fight pathogens, to cure us. So in order to fight the infection, there are 2 ways. It is either eating the bacteria and digesting it, or producing antibodies. So if the white blood cells is going to eat the bacteria, it is called phagocyte. If it's going to produce antibodies, this is leukocyte. Okay?
Okay.
The last part is called the platelets. Without the platelets, we would bleed out all our blood. The platelets are not a complete cell, it's a fragment of cell. And its function is to make the clot that prevent us from bleeding. So the blood clotting is needed to prevent the bleeding or blood loss. And this happens when there is a break in the skin, if you have a wound or you hurt yourself, instead of bleeding. So is it clear the function of the platelets?
Yes.
So to wrap it up for you, today's lesson is very easy. We have only the function, only the names and the function of each component. The plasma, the red blood cells, white blood cells, and the platelets. The function of the plasma is to carry and transport different substances across our body. Red blood cell is to transport oxygen. The white blood cells is to fight the pathogens, and the platelets is making the clots to prevent the bleeding. Okay, now how can you relate that to transportation? This would be your question. How can you, if you can imagine that we have studied before with in the biology session, that the blood vessels are like the streets that we have and the cars are moving in. So the blood components resembling what?
Cars.
The cars and the transportation vehicles.
Yes, exactly. So it's like the cars, the buses, and the different transportation system that we have, because the function of these blood components is transportation. Mainly the blood, its function is transportation. And the same is happening in our streets. We have transportation like bus, it can carry a lot of people. It can resemble the plasma, for example. Red blood cell is carrying only oxygen, so it is like a private car. Right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Any questions?
Well, thank you.
Okay, now let's go to Mr. Osama and talk about the website.
Yes. Hello, students. May I share, Ms. Mai? Give me a share.
Okay. Yes, you can now.
Hello, everybody. And this session we will discuss about how to use HTML5 in designing a website. And in this website, we will learn how to design websites related to our Capstone project, which is challenge of transportation in Egypt. So creating a web page or website for solving the challenge of transportation in Egypt. So first of all, we will learn what is HTML5. And before we see this, we will see a sample of a website video showing how to a website for transportation. So there are many websites, but we will choose this one, which is just 2 minutes. You are hearing? You are hearing? I think here this video without
You're not sharing the video, you're sharing the PowerPoint.
Yes. Oh. Okay. So this website has many menus: home, about, service, online booking, contact, and you scroll down to show you. We need to prepare some website like this website. So this stuff, the working team, and here are also some links. And this is the company which developed this website. Here about us, the company profile, the tasks, and the jobs, which the mind map or the map for these branches of this company. This company specializes in transporting goods, metals, oil, any material. And this profile. So we need to learn how to design this menu. List in side HTML. And this website will be online, will be on the internet, and allowed for any visitor or any customer around the world. He can use it, and he can get by search through Google services also. The company or the organization, what its services, as you see here, and how to contact them by phone, by email, by Skype. You can just click. So this video is finished. We can share now, stop share, and share the PowerPoint again. So here our learning outcome, and here we have introduction video. We'll see now. We have essential question: how can we write a code using HTML to create a web page or a website? Moreover, how could you create a portfolio web page? As you know, for the Capstone project, we have a poster and prototype. The prototype here will be a website for solving transportation challenge. What this web page shall include? As you see, we have an example of this transportation company. How to design a web page site or a website for transportation. We will use HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Please concentrate in these terms because you will have an online quiz after this session. You will, and it's auto answer the quiz, and it consists of about 38 questions, and it's auto answer the quiz. So what are the programs which you can use in creating a web page and how? These are the programs we can use. Not bad. We will use explorers such as Internet Explorer, Chrome, Firefox, web page design application like Dreamweaver. We will watch how to use Dreamweaver in video, and we have online website to design web pages, which give us free subdomain name, and it's not needing for learning HTML. It's like Google site and Yahoo. We can using online resources like HTML code free source or open source from School W3 website. So this is the body of the HTML. The HTML starts with the tag of HTML. This is the start tag, and this is the start tag, and the end tag, which is in red color. And the HTML has two parts, which is the head part and the body part. Okay, each part has its codes and tags inside it. So there is special tags will be inserted in the head part, and another tags will be inserted in the body part. Okay. So let us see this video about the introduction about the HTML. Are you hearing now? Hello?
Would you
Yes,
please share the
yes, we're
Yes.
here.
You hear the voice?
No, we can't see the video. You're still sharing the PowerPoint.
Okay.
But
Oh.
it's the behind. Paying attention to chatter on the internet these days.
Thank you. Thank you for keeping attention.
If you've been paying attention to chatter on the internet these days, especially geeky chatter, you may have heard the term HTML5. Well, what is that? HTML stands for, forget it. But it's the behind-the-scenes coding language that makes us able to see stuff online. Since the original HTML was invented with the web over 20 years ago, it has gone through many updates, but it's been more than a decade since the last one, and in web terms, that's pretty much forever. I mean, like 10 years ago, we all still loved our digital watches.
Oh, wow. Calculator.
So HTML has been a few steps behind changes on the web for quite some time. For example, when video came along, there was no way to integrate it naturally into HTML, so different companies developed their own video players to work around it. These worked okay, but they were all external plugins, meaning that you had to download them, and this was, well, annoying and potentially risky. HTML5 is adding capabilities to deal with this stuff, like video, right into its code, so that plugins hopefully won't be necessary. And there's plans to add a bunch more cool stuff that previously was tricky or even impossible to implement with HTML alone. The overall hope is that someday it will create a standard, consistent web experience across all devices and browsers. HTML5 is still being developed, and as of early 2012 isn't 100% finalized, but the browsers are starting to implement some of its features, and together they are working hard to get HTML5 fully ready for, someday in the future.
Okay, we'll go back to our PowerPoint. So after watching this video, what are the programs which are used for showing the websites. What's called? The program or platform or application which showing or through it we can fetch a website or a web page. What is called?
So
The name of this.
about something like Google Chrome and Internet Explorer.
Yes. Yes, very good. It's called browsers. It's this
sorry.
application called the browsers because we browse through it websites. Thanks. So in this video, what are the codes? What we learned from this video? What are the things which can insert inside a web page? No?
So according to the video, we can insert pictures, and in HTML5 we can insert videos also.
Yes, very good, Ms. Maie. Thanks for concentrating. So this is the essentials of the HTML. As we said before, it consists of the HTML tag, the start and the end, and this called a couple tag because it has a start and end tag. And the difference between the start and the tag, the end tag, there is a slash. You see? So, and this is called couple tag because there is another tags which is single tag like this. This one is a single tag. It's just one tag, no opening or closing tag, such as the HTML or the head or the body. Okay.
So I have a
You
question.
know the difference?
The doc type HTML دوت is a single tag?
Yes, yes. It's showing that this file will be HTML5.
Okay.
Yes.
And then we have an open tag and an ending tag.
We have the HTML for yes. Yes. As I said before, HTML include two important parts: the head part and the body part. The head part in the blue color and the body part in the green color. And this for the discussion only. The colors no meaning in the programming. Okay. Here in this, we can include some tags such as scripts. Scripts mean some programming or calculation or processing, and it will be inputted or inserted inside a tag which is called script. Also, can insert style like the code which is responsible for
مفيش صوت خالص مستر أسامة.
Okay. Maybe I think there is an internet connection with Mr. Osama, internet connection problem. So he was explaining. I will pause till he comes back.
Yes, you are listening and watching now. The voice is clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So as we said before, we have here in the head part, we have the codes which is for the head part, like the title, like the meta, the type of the language, and we have the style. The style is responsible. This head or these tags is responsible for decoration of the HTML page, like the colors, like the fonts, like the styles, like the padding, like everything about decoration. The script tags responsible for inserting some calculating or some programming inside the page, some calculation, some process. Okay. And here the body, which contain the articles, the header, the content, all things are put it in the body. Okay, let's go forward. Here the tag. We have three things in the tag. The tag, element, attribute. The tag showing by greater than and less than and greater than, and inside this there is a keyword. Okay. The element is the starting tag or the opening tag, and the ending tag and the closing tag, and the difference between the ending and the starting, the ending or the closing has slash. Okay, and inside this opening and the closing tag there is the some content and some code. Okay, this is the element. And we have here the attribute. The attribute is the property which is inside the tag. The tag here H1 and has ID attribute, and the value of this ID attribute or this variable ID is main. Okay, and here we have some content for this element, which is main section. Okay, so we have three things here: the tag, the element, the attribute. The tag will be inserted inside the greater than and less than, and if there is only one tag, it will be single tag. If there is two tags, so it's a pair or couple tag. And here we have a starting or opening tag and the closing tag or ending tag, and between the start and the end there is some content. This tag may also include variable or property which has the value. This called attribute. Okay. HTML documents. The extension of the HTML document will be HTML or HTM. Do you know what is the extension? Like the Word file. What is the extension of Word file?
DOC.
Bravo. صح. What is the extension of Excel file?
XL.
Bravo. So the extension of the HTML document will be HTM or HTML. Okay. So we can use the notepad to write the HTML code. So we can write this HTML code in the Word in the notepad and name it .htm. Okay. When we name it, we will name it as extension HTML. So we can browse the content in the browser. Okay. So the code will be written in the notepad, but when we browsing it, we will browsing it through Internet Explorer or Chrome or Firefox. Okay. Hello. You are following me?
Yes.
Okay. So every website has a main page or the home page. This home page should be named as index. Okay. I can title it or give name other than index. Okay. So every website consists of many web pages, maybe 10 web pages, maybe 100 web pages, maybe 1,000 web pages, and these web pages are linked together. But there is only one page, which is the home page, which when I put the www.com, so it will call this home page, which index.html. Okay. So now we have some tags, important tags. So as heading, the heading, we have 6 parts here or 6 types of heading. It's differ from or ranging from H1 to H6. As you see, the larger size, which is H1, the smaller size, which is H6. Okay. And this is very important when I write a text or a content in the web page, and I need to make a title. So if I need to make a title, I will use H1, and this H1 of type what? Pair tag or single tag? This tag is a single tag or pair tag? Hello?
This is a pair tag.
Yes.
So there is
Very
a
good.
beginning
Pair tag,
and at
because
the
I
end.
have yes, we have. Okay, thanks.
Okay, I understand the idea and that we need to have tags for everything. But do we have to memorize the tags, or there is a source that we can use to make the tags?
No, we don't need to memorize the tag. Just we can search, and we can. These codes are open source. We can copy and paste these codes and change what inside it. Okay, easily. So now we need to know how to insert an image inside our web page, and how to insert link with another web page inside our website or external of our website. Okay, so for inserting, you are hearing me? For inserting an image, so this image has a file. So this we will use the attribute src. So we will use with the tag which img, and this tag has the attribute src, and src will equal the image file name, or the image as a. This is the file of the image, which is logo.gif. This image of type GIF. Okay.
This image is supposed to be saved on my computer while doing that.
Bravo. فعلا الimage ديت should be included in the same folder which has the HTML file. Okay. If this image in another folder, I have to put here the name of the folder. Okay. And slash. Okay. So this logo.gif in folder 1. So I have insert this folder 1 like this. Okay.
So if I have it in the same folder as the page of the HTML, I don't need to write the name of the folder. I just write the name of the image. Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. If this picture, so there will be here نقطتين اوكي، هيبقى كان كده في اللي هو الادرس بتاع البيكتشر.
So I can add the link of the picture. صح كده؟
Yes.
Between the two brackets.
Yes. Inside so it's SRC image, which is the tag. SRC is the
صوت راح تاني.
and inside it there will be
Mr. أسامة صوتك
كده الصوت. طيب الصوت كده كويس؟ صوت كده كويس؟
تمام مستر أسامة.
الو؟
تمام.
طيب if I would like to refer to a link for another HTML page, I will use this tag, which is a tag, and it has attribute of href, which href include the HTML link. Okay. Hello.
Okay.
So this HTML file included in the same folder of this HTML code. Okay. The same way of the file of the picture. If it's in another folder, I will put the name of the folder here.
Okay. ده لما بكون بعمل page انا يعني
if
دي
this
البيج بتاعتي انا اصلا وموجوده عندي في الفولدر على الكمبيوتر وانا بحطها في البيج اللي انا بعملها دلوقتي، صح كده؟ انا فهمت صح؟
بالظبط كده، يبقى انا كده بربط البيج ببعضيها.
اوكي.
ولو البيج ديت on the internet برضه there will be a address on the internet here. اوكي تمام.
Okay, I got it.
Now you will have a time for practical. You will be divided into groups, and each group will search online about open source of code for doing a simple website about transportation. This may be as a sample or the starting web page of our website of transportation. You can select your solution. You can think about some view of solving this challenge, transportation challenge in Egypt. So you have the imagination and the creativity to select how you design a website for solving this challenge of transportation. You have about 5 minutes to think about how you will start your website by the first web page in this. Okay.
Okay. I found a website that we can use as source for the tags. Okay, this website is called w3schools.com.
Yes. I said before. I said in this. It's a very good resource for the HTML codes. Yes, this one.
It's called W3. Okay.
Or W3 Schools. Yes, it's called w3school.com. You can and in this website you can learn many other languages related to web designing, like CSS, web developing like PHP, and other language for programming like Python, like Java, like XML. Many languages are there, not only HTML. Thanks for your searching, Ms. Maie. You are clever students. Thank you. You are very clever. Thank you. You are very clever doctor.
Actually, I'm very interested in this.
Okay. So, in conclusion of this, before you are going to search and start the first web page, we studied about HTML elements, tags, the bare tag start and end, the attributes and the element. We start out HTML documents, which should be extended with HTML or HTM, the heading tags, and how to link for HTML file or image. We have here an exit ticket. You can write in the chat what did you actually interested in today's, and what thing you would like to learn in next session. So what did you interest, or what are you interested in this session? What do you like to study about in next session? Okay, you can write in the chat. Okay,
can we
you
share or we only need to write? Can we share and tell it to you, or we only need to write?
You write now in the chat.
Okay. We're going to write in the chat.
Okay. And now I will, while you are writing, I will prepare for the quiz to share the link of it so you can solve it after the session. So, and about the activity, which is designing the first web page in our transportation challenge solution website, you can do it and extend your activity as a homework for our next session next week. So now I will share another thing. I will stop this one and I will share the screen. On this screen here, I have this quiz and I can preview. As you see, this quiz consists of 38 points. 38 points. It has more knowledge than we learned today. You can search through internet. You can find these solutions. It will help you to deep learn in this session about HTML. So here we will back and I will share it. Setting. This will open at 9:30 p.m. today. Okay, and it will close at it will open at 9 p.m. and it will close at 10 p.m. of today. Okay, all questions and I will share it. So copy, shorten URL, copy, and I will paste it on the chat.
So this should be our homework, right? Okay, thank you.
Just 1 minute. I will put the link. Okay. Thanks for your answering of the thanks, Khalid and Maie and Osama. And I will prepare what your thing is. I will copy it now for answering them in the next session. So now we will watch another video. It's a very important video. Here we will learn
ممكن حضرتك تعمل share sound؟
ثواني
part. No, you cannot. So we can
You are
write
reading
the
now?
content of this
Yes.
page.
Yes.
Only we can write in here, in this area. So the mouse can write
In
here.
this video, we'll learn how to use the templates on Dreamweaver to create not just only a few pages. We can, using templates, create hundreds or maybe 500 of pages in just hours. Okay.
The editor here in the content part. No, you cannot develop or edit this area or the logo here or the logo here or this picture or the navigation bar or the menu bar in the banner. But if you go to back in template, you can edit here. You can add new menu. You can change this picture. You can change this logo. You can change this picture. You can edit this banner or navigation or add another list or another item in this list. But in HTML created from template, you can only add or edit in this content. So we will edit it like here, teacher 1, and then copy this one, Control C, and put here, and let it be teacher 2, and then teacher 3, and then here we can insert a picture for this teacher 1 from menu insert. We will put in an image. We can select say like this one image, this image, okay, and this, okay. So and copy this image here and put for this is another image, this for teacher 2 and this for teacher 3 and so on. So this is in the design menu. If you need to change it in code, this is a code. So the wonderful of the using the application for web designing, we don't need to write this code. We make the changes here in the design. It's in simple way, and if we can need to change the code, we can go back in the code and change the code. Okay, so we go back in the design. So we have this content. File and save. Okay, so it saves. Okay, thanks for listening.
Hello.
Okay.
So if we في الفيديو ده احنا عرفنا ايه اللي احنا عرفناه في الفيديو دوت. Hello.
I didn't understand it much. يعني أنا فهمت الشرح اللي حضرتك قلته في السيشن، بس actually في الفيديو can you send it to us so we can watch it again?
Yes. So I copied it. I will copy it and send you through WhatsApp because I have a copy for your exit ticket answers. So I copy it and send it to WhatsApp. But I improve كده. I will أقول لكم أنا ممكن من خلال الويفر أو الأتوم أو أي بلاتفورم أنا ما أكتبش كودز، أعمل بس يعني باستخدام الماوس والمنيوز كده انسرت بيكتشر زي ما شفتوا كده وانسرت فيديوز، والاقي الكودز بتاعتها بتتكتب في الديزاين مود. يعني عندي في ديزاين مود وفي عندي كود مود زي ما شفتوا كده معايا حضراتكم. الو
تمام.
مش كده بس، انا ممكن كمان اللي انا قلت في الاول ان التمبلت اللي احنا شفناها دي دي انا مش هغير فيها، انا هغير في الكونتنت بس. يعني انتوا شايفين الفيديو كده؟
لا حضرتك عامل شيرنج.
You can write in here. No, you cannot.
يعني انا اللي بقوله ان انا عندي التمبلت ديت، شايفين ده البانر وده اللوجو معايا وده البيكتشر بتاعت مدرسه مثلا وده اسم المؤسسه او المدرسه او الكومباني حاجات بقى حاجات سوات ما اقدرش اعدل فيها، انا بعدل في الجزء اللي هو في الجرين كلر. معايا حضراتكم؟
تمام.
وبعد كده بسيب. ولو عايز اعمل بيج ثانيه وبيج ثالثه وبيج رابعه وبيج خامسه حتى بيج 100 بعمل كده برضو نيو فروم تمبلت، بيديني واحده جديده فيها كل الحاجات الاساسيه ديت اللي هي البانر باللوجو بالتايتل بالنافيجيشن بار بالمنيو بار. تمام يا حضرات. وبعد كده بيبقى في بيج ثانيه برضو بنسيت بيكتشرز وكونتنت مختلف تماما عن الاولاني وبسيبها بنيم تاني. وبعد كده يبقى اكرر ده مره واثنين وحتى و100 في جاست ايه بالكليكس كده وبالانسيرت زي ما احنا شفنا كده وكوبي بيست للكونتنت بتاعي. ولو جيت في مره عاوز اعدل اللوجو دوت بعدل اللوجو دوت او بعدل التايتل دوت او بضيف مثلا منيو ما كانتش موجوده هنا في المنيو بار بضيفها في حاجه اسمها التمبلت وبعمل ابلاي فبيروح مغير لي ومعدل لي في كل البيز اللي انا كريتها قبل كده. معايا حضرات؟
اوكي يعني
تمام.
ده زي ما يكون ready made template واحنا بنعدل فيه مش بنقعد نكتب الكود.
بالظبط كده بالذات في الحاجات الاساسيه اللي هي فوق دي اللي هي بعيده عن الصندوق الاخضر ده. شايفين الجزء ده؟ ده
اوكي.
لما بضغط فيه بخش فيه اقدر احط حتى 1000 كلمه و1000 صوره تحتيه. لكن بره الصندوق دوت ما اقدرش اعدل في حاجه لان لو عدلت هتلخبط الدنيا. لو انا لو هعدل في كل الصفحات من خلال التعديل في التمبلت الاساسيه مش في البيج اللي هي متاخده من التمبلت. عارفين التمبلت دي عامله زي ايه؟ زي الاسطمبه. عارفين الاسطمبه؟ مفهوم المعنى بتاع الاسطمبه دوت اللي هو لو انا بسبك حاجه وعاء او قطعه غيار في اسطمبه بعملها من الخشب او من ماده ما غير قابله ان هي تندمج مع الماتيريال اللي هي البلاستيك ديت. وبعد كده بكرت منها بحط فيها 1000 وحده 1000 يعني اكرر فيها اصب فيها 1000 منتج يبرد واغير واطلعه واحط سائل يعني حاجه منصهره مثلا الومنيوم او بلاستيك سائل وتتشكل بالاسطمبه ديت او بالقالب دوت. ولو عايز اعدل في النموذج بعمل نموذج تاني او اعدل في النموذج واعمل ايه برودكتس ثانيه.
اوكي.
شكرا.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.